Have y'all talked about this picture on whether or not, guys? There's a lot of people. I'm not gonna, and like now, this exact discussion is actively being pushed to all the different platforms we're on. So it's gonna get a bit wild in here in regards to comments and different things like that. But as far as this image, we do know that this image is a current image. It is accurate. It is a real image. It was not produced by AI. It was an AI assisted picture, as most iPhones are. So if you have an iPhone, you are having AI assisted images. So that image was taken Saturday at 2:51 p.m. in the afternoon, and going back to the map and where it was taken at the Wilson Wildlife Center. So we're gonna hit screen 3. We can see. Yeah. So I know I'm gonna be repeating myself multiple times probably, because we also have people coming in from all other platforms as well. So guys, bear with me. This is the first time we've done it this way, or we're streaming between all platforms. So that photo was taken either here or here, depends on exactly how the original is. And I don't have the original on me, but we're working on it. And yeah, there's enough. And Lisa, law enforcement already has photos. They're already working. They're already talking to people at the Wilson Center. It's better to let them do their job. There's enough information out there, and comp analysis has already been done. And trust me, they wouldn't be taking any of the video footage from here. I understand that, but the only place they can actually get the footage from is this place, and they've already done that. So if they're already 3 steps ahead, which we know they are, then we need to let law enforcement handle it from there. I right after that photo came out, I contacted people in that area that are connected with law enforcement. I know them personally, and they're working with their agency and the park rangers and all that. So they kind of know, they're already involved. And TBI got notified, and now TBI and them are working together. So it's this the security cam footage is very important. There's plenty of cameras around. This is not. I think there. I heard as many as 56 cameras in this, just in this facility. So I'd be mind blown if it. Yeah, but guys, there is a theory that explains it, and I'm not going to get into it because it does it does shed light on people in a bad light, and I'm not gonna go down that road. So when we're talking about this kind of stuff, this photo, different things like that, we can tell that this photo is 100%. There's enough data in the metadata to actually prove that it was taken by an individual with an iPhone 14. The individual that took it actually turned it into law enforcement the same day. So and this photo was released 24 hours later. So when we're talking about timelines, guys, law enforcement has had this photo and they've already been doing their thing since Saturday. We heard about it on Sunday. So there's a lot of shit that happens behind the scenes that people don't talk about. Right. I mean, we have to be blunt about what we know. We know that he went missing in February. We know that Seth has been looking for him. We know that he supposedly left without shoes on, and that all shoes are accounted for. And the only reason we know that is because of interviews. We know that dogs hit on the scent and it went to the retention pond and it stopped. I don't have that on my computer. I'm sorry. But I mean, we know that this photo was taken here or here. I would probably say it's more right here because of the edge of the building and the fact that it was about 2 p.m. or it was about 3 o'clock when that photo was taken. So I would say it was probably going to be taken right there. So this is not current here. This photo was taken in October of 2017. And this is the Google Maps photo. So again, we can see that parking lot up there. Okay, so yeah, right there. I just believe if it wasn't him, this family. Yeah, and I agree with you 100%. I when we're doing this kind of like right there, everything is. Did I just hear your chime go off?
I don't know, Shane. I'm trying to get ready. And you're just on the computer.
But yeah, I do believe that they would notify people that it was them. And guys, this area was very busy the other day, so we had a lady in the live yesterday that said that she works here and that Saturday was a very busy day. So could they have taken this kid out in public knowing that it was going to be busy? So they're like, oh yeah, we'll integrate him that way and nobody will notice. We don't know. That's the thing that we have to understand is that there's so much speculation around this photograph and whether it's AI or otherwise. So thank you, Gary, for the follow. But guys, those of you on Facebook and YouTube that are actually watching, we are streaming as well to the TikTok. We started over there and then we moved into here. We are talking about the Sebastian Rogers case and a potential sighting. We don't, again, like as I've said multiple times, we don't know who the child is, the lady. We don't know anything about who these people are as of yet. There is a potential that Sebastian is the one in the blue. We don't know. So there's no evidence aside from a few peculiarities about the photograph that even comes close to identifying. And that's why law enforcement is involved, and they are the ones that are handling the investigation. It's them that is going to make the determination as to whether or not it's him. So, so Rebel. uh, So you said I don't think it's him. The chin or face with don't match, guys. He's going through puberty. He's been gone for 2 months. There is going to be a lot of things about him that have changed. Those shoes are brand new, or within a month old. They have not seen the outside very often. So law enforcement did not put this photo out. The individual that took this photo gave it to a friend of theirs. They put it out. And that this photo came out originally on Sunday. And Sunday late night. And then now it's pretty much all over the internet. So yes, it is. They are the exact same kind of shoes. So we already know that the arm posture is the exact same. So is there a potential it's him? Yes, and I'm not going to say it's not. But as far as actually saying for sure that it is him, you'll not hear me say that at all from anybody. Not until we have confirmation from law enforcement. Sunshine Homestead. Then how was all his guys? These are shoes that you can buy at Costco. You can buy those at Walmart. You can buy them at Target. You can buy them at all your major retailers. They're like $12.99. So they're cheap. It's easy to buy shoes. Just like if you look at the pants, you look at the shirt, they're oversized for this child. They're not the same clothes that he was seeing when he left it. So it's just like that. We're talking about a whole new outfit. So Jen, that has not been stated by anybody. I mean, even this morning, Seth came out and said that he believes it's him. Heather came out and said that she believes it's him. The lady has been in touch with law enforcement, but that's because they're investigating the photo. This lady, we don't even know who she is, so how would you know? So I wanted to jump on and actually have a conversation about this, but to say, oh, it's debunked, it's debunked, it's debunked. You don't debunk leads. You run them until they're dry, and that's that. If they felt like it was important enough to pull footage from the Wilson Center, then obviously there's more than enough to actually validate that there's a strong potentiality that it could be him. You use AI? No, AI did not generate this photo. So we can speculate all we want, but the fact of the matter is this is a real photo, and we can pull this in, and right there's the rocks. Yeah, exactly. You'd think after being missing for 2 months that if this is him, he would have new clothes. Yeah, especially if he's being assisted. So that's the thing that people have to understand is there's enough validated evidence. We can prove that child looks like him, and he's just looking down. You can't get a full frontal, and that's why we need footage from the Wilson Center. You zoomed in. Yeah, and guys, a lot of like for him, if you look at the shirt, solid colors. You look at most of his clothing, it's solid colors. Okay, so I did run an analysis using the photo that we had and the photo from by the trophy, and because those are we can pull a height weight comparison, and I you know what, I'm gonna see if I can. So I'm gonna see if I can pull the exact. So let's stop screen share. We're gonna present. So again, we're gonna go share screen. Okay, so these are the two comp pictures that were taken, and I'm gonna blow this up full screen. So I used this photo to compare it, and I'm gonna blow this up just so you guys can actually see it. So we see that both photos were used. I said compare the photos and determine the height, and it says 5 to 5.5 feet tall, which we know he was 5.5. We know that that Sebastian is 5.5 feet tall, but this this photo, the actual so this photo right here, we we knew it was before he went missing, so they pulled a height off of it. And so when I said compare these photos and determine a height, it says photo with the phones or road scene. He could be around 5'8" to 6 foot. Again, there's a discrepancy, and it is because we know that it's not on solid ground. So that's so I was like, okay, so let's could the men in the photos be the same person? Again, it says the facial features. The individual in both images have similar facial features such as glasses, hair color, and complexion. The body shape and build appear to be consistent between the two images. Clothing and style. While the clothing is different in each image, the general style and fit are similar. So, again, it's went into it's not going to comment on specific image or nose types and stuff like that. But I wanted you guys to see that, hey, we're already using the tools necessary here to kind of discuss it. But Blue Ridge Mountain Parkway, scenic area with varying elevation. Da, 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 da. So, and it just kept going on and on and on. So, and that's the end of Good Morning, Sue. That's the end of that conversation with ChatGPT in regards to this image. But I felt like I would show it since I have the tools now to show it on here and actually. Okay, well, we'll based on the photos from do the nose and Mountain Angel. The photo is real, and it is being investigated. So yeah, I'm looking. So there you go. So it says shape of the nose and the images seem similar. Both appear relatively straight with a similar tip and bridge structure. However, lighting and angle can significantly alter or can significantly affect how the nose appears in photographs, potentially making it slightly different in each picture. The chins in the photos also show similarities with rounded shape, modest prominence, da 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 da. So we're guys, I'm not going into ear length and stuff like that. I'm just being blunt. I'm not going to do that because in some of the photos you can see his ears, and the photo that is from that you can see just a little tiny tip and that's it. So there's not enough to go on from the angle that we have, and we can see a facial. We can get enough of a facial structure to understand exactly what's going on and to actually pull together the information necessary to actually show that there's a strong possibility of it being him. So, but yeah. So, could this be him? Yes. Do we know for sure? No. Is there enough data to validate that this is a real photo? Yes. And I want people to understand that this case isn't over until Sebastian gets home, or is actually determined as being safe by law enforcement. Once he is determined safe by law enforcement, then I think the real fun's going to begin. People are going to hyper-analyze everything that CPKP, Seth, all of the parties involved. They're going to hyper-analyze on everything that happened. Do I believe there's criminality? I'm not going to share that. Do I believe that there were a lot of failures? Yes. Do I believe that there were a lot of things that could have changed to actually assist in finding him a lot sooner? Yes. But this isn't the time nor place to cast aspersions on anybody. So when we're talking about a missing child, and it is a child that has, this case is actually, like, early on, I heard CP say that by the time everything's said and done, it will be studied by the FBI for decades. Was it confirmed that Sebastian was found? No. No, we do not know that this child is Sebastian. We don't. So there's a lot of things about this case that doesn't make sense. It goes back to, can somebody actually show intent, and is there enough information from the individual? And if Sebastian is found, have they had that conversation? Well, why'd you run? That's the stuff that's not known to the internet, and those are the questions that need to be asked once this whole thing plays out. Because I think what we're going to find out is Sebastian ran on his own, but some say that he had the mindset of a 10, 12-year-old. I don't believe that one bit. So everybody likes to speculate, everybody likes to have an opinion, but when we're coming down to, like, actual spottings where there's somebody that looks and is walking like him, holding his arm like him, wearing roughly the same shoes, if not the exact same shoes that he had back home, and being autistic, he would stick to something he's comfortable with. And that's the one thing that, and you see a lot of the visual tics that you see in some of the other photographs of Sebastian. So, Jamie, this photo is not AI generated, as much as people want to believe that it is. Yeah, so Seth says this lady that's in this photo is not known to him. He has already came out and said it. The lady that people assume this is has already came out and said multiple times that it's not her. So when we're talking about this, we need to understand that we don't know who any of these people are, and until it's proven That is Sebastian. This is that person. The person behind is a cousin or whatever. We don't know that. And that's why we don't talk about it. That's why we don't have those conversations. Because it's speculation. The lady on the bridge that everybody's talking about, she had a white hoodie, not a peach hoodie. Yeah, yes, the buns. She has a bun, but the lady from before, the bun was on the top of the head, not the back of the head. She does, like, that's a Galaxy wearable. The lady on the bridge has an iPhone. She has an iWatch. Things that we can actually visibly discuss and actually talk about. And that's why we have these conversations. So we can actually pull these and actually dispense with the pleasantries and get down to the brass tacks, which is Sebastian, as of 10:52 a.m. today, there's no mention by law enforcement that he has been found. So could this? Yes, we don't even know if this lady's even associated with Sebastian or with this other individual. We don't know, and that's the thing that people have to understand. We don't know the story behind this photo. All we know is this photo was posted to Facebook on Sunday night. Awesome. But guys, I'm going to jump off here soon. But if you guys know of people that and you want to see live interviews or whatever, and you want me to go live with them, let me know. So we can actually pull it up into the stream and actually see it face to face. I don't think there's anybody that's actually doing this on TikTok where you can actually hold on a second. So, but as far as where that photo was taken, we do know enough to actually know that, from looking at it, that photo was taken right here. So, but guys, appreciate you guys tuning in. I will go live later. I'm going to jump off here and get some stuff figured out in regards to the software that we are writing. That's going to help with missing kids and the Amber Alert system. I have to go meet with some people in regards to that. And yeah, we'll talk soon. So, guys, I appreciate you showing up, and we'll talk soon.